In this video, I'm going to share with you the 4 best ways to sell your coaching program. And this is applicable for whether you've been doing this for a long time and you're launching something new, or whether you are a brand new coach, brand new personal trainer that wants to get out of the doors, wants to get started and wants to start making some money by getting more clients. So in this video, I'm going to share with you those 4 different ways to sell your program. I'm going to do it in a chronological order. I'm going to give you the best place to start and we're going to build up to where to finish. So number 1, the first way to sell your program is for free. And you round up your friends, your family. I'm talking people you went to school with. I'm talking people that live down your road, members of the gym, people that are always asking you questions. Start by recruiting as many of your friends and family as you can in the beginning. The reason why this is so successful is because you can then get some people on board for free. You can test your program. There's no pressure. But all you ask in return, and you have to ask this in return, is they give you some form of either written or video or photo testimonial at the end, if not all free. So if you're watching this and you want to launch a new 6-week challenge, or if you've been a coach for a long time and you're sort of rebranding and restructuring things, this is perfect. It's a great way to do a case study. It's a great way to test your program and get some social proof and get some feedback. Because the biggest pressure that people have, especially as new coaches and new personal trainers, the biggest concern that I get told all the time, and I speak to hundreds of coaches every single month, is that they're worried that they don't have social proof to prove that they have a proof of concept. Well, firstly, don't ever forget that your best form of social proof is going to be you, your journey, how well you can showcase just being fitness as a hobby. How you got into the industry was probably you had your own transformation like the majority of us, and then you became a personal trainer or an online coach for getting qualified. So use that social proof, your own, document your own journey on your socials, and then get that free challenge out there. And the way to go about it is quite simple. You put together a group of people, you give them the same deliverables, you tell them, that you want their support, you want them to give you feedback, but in return, to make it clear, you have to ensure that they give you something. And that's in the form of payment through letting you use their testimonials, whether that's video, written, or photos, ideally all free. The second way to sell your program to start with is through a discounted program, selling it at an early bird price, if you will. And this is someone that's maybe been in the industry a little bit longer. You've had some results through your free clients. You've got some social proof under your belt. You've got those testimonials from that free program. And now you can start taking things up a notch. You can start getting a program that's being paid for by the public. And the way that you do this is you put a post out there. You say, I'm looking for 5 men, or I'm looking for 5 women, or I'm looking for 5 people who want to achieve this result. Message me the word whatever. Message me the word 6-week challenge. Message me the word fat loss. And what you do is on your socials, and don't forget you can do this through word of mouth, is you direct people to start a conversation with you. You get people into your DMs. You get people engaging with you. You get people messaging you, and you get people reaching out to you for your help, for your support. Because the problem is, if you wait and you wait until you start charging full price, but you don't have proof of concept, you might get lucky and you might sell a few programs at that full price. But the problem is, or problem, depending on how you perceive it, ideally, we want it to be a position where you don't ever have to reduce that price. Whatever your full price is to start with, and we'll get on to that in number 3, ideally, you don't want to have to reduce that at any time. Once you set that price for integrity's sake, if you sell your program for £500 to 3 people, and then you have a bit of a slump because you jumped the gun with your prices, you can't be doing discounts to new people because of the integrity of the people that are joining the group, and that messes with everything. You start to devalue your service, then you get caught up in running discounts and taking deals here and there, and it gets a bit messy. So the second way to run it is you do it at a slightly discounted price. So if you're trying a new program, but you're already an established coach, you have social proof already, you've maybe run some free programs in the past, you then sell a discounted program. And number 3 is obviously then moving up to your full price program. And obviously if you've got the social proof, you run a discounted program, you've essentially tested your ability to run like a case study program at a slightly discounted price. The next step on here is very clear. You move forwards with selling some form of program that is much more specifically targeted to people who are paying a full price. And how you choose that full price is this. This is how you choose your full price. You have to start somewhere. Do some market research. Look at what other people are charging in your space. If you're on the gym floor, speak to the other trainers at the gym. Marry up your experience level, how much you respect them, whether or not you think they're even undercharging themselves. But ultimately, you have to start somewhere. But I often say that you'd rather start too low than start too high. Because if you start too high, like I said, you don't want to start cutting deals here left, right and centre just because you got lucky with a few sales because you were on your best day or it was the perfect fit for the program. Start slightly lower. Don't give yourself that unnecessary added stress as to feeling like you have to fulfill this massive commitment that you've given. And then long term, we move to number 4. And the fourth and final way is you increase your price, and you increase your price over time. But you have to start somewhere. So I would say as a general rule, as you start getting more people join your program, as you start getting more people paying you for your program, as you start to get more social proof and create a referral process, which I'll cover in future videos, you're going to be able to get into a position where you can actually start selling this more consistently at a higher price point. You can start to demand a higher price. Like with anything, if your demand increases, the cost to the consumer will increase. So you supply them with a better program at a higher price because you're now in higher demand. So a lot of personal trainers and coaches make the biggest mistake is just keeping their prices the same for years, not ever changing their prices, not ever pushing themselves to charge more. And often that just comes through not backing themselves and not believing in themselves. And arguably that shouldn't be the case for you. If you believe that you can get someone a result, often when people pay more, they actually take more action. I've often found that my clients that pay the most actually get the best results. And in the past, my clients that paid less got worse results. Why? Because it didn't mean as much to them as a program should do. It should feel the heat of, shit, this is an investment, I can feel the heat. But on the flip side, it should also be in a position where it's actually affordable for them to not feel that they have to string every excuse under the sun as to why they need to get as much out of you as possible. You know, you're going to have clients who want everything. They pretty much want you to exercise for them. But if you set the price accordingly and you increase your price, then you're going to get the right caliber of people and the people that want to work with you and the people that you want to work with. So to recap on all of this, number 1, you start with a free program, get some social proof. Number 2, you have a discounted program and you come in at a discounted price and you get more proof of concept, but you're making some money at this point, and that's the good part. And then the third step you take is you then start to charge full price, and you've got to know when to draw that line. Once you've got that social proof and you've got some transformations under your belt, and in terms of specifics, leave a comment or message me on Instagram at FullyBookCoach. And then you move into obviously increasing your prices, which is number 4. And over time, you're going to increase your price. You make the program better, and as you move forward in your journey as a coach and as running a fitness business, you are obviously going to increase your prices over time and make the program better and get it in front of more people. One last thing to take away before I sign off. Firstly, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button if you enjoyed this video, leave a comment if you have a question. But one last thing, 3 things will happen in your fitness business journey. Okay, you'll have a program that's okay, you'll charge it at a certain price, and you will you'll get it in front of a few people. Think of it this way: all you got to do is make the program better, get it in front of more people, and increase the price. And you can see how the scale and growth of this thing. And as you hire a team and you bring in people to help you with marketing and sales and mentors and things like that, then this thing can just blow up and explode. But you have to start somewhere, like me with this YouTube channel. So I hope that was of value for you. Like I said, if you enjoyed it, hit the thumbs up, send this video to a friend, message me on the Instagram, FullyBookCoach, if you've got any questions. And check back soon for another video. Hit subscribe, hit that notification bell, and I'll catch you very soon.